left to throw on, top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Brings up 3rd down.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
What is that?
They'll try and run here with Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
What is that?
They'll go. Here's Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game planned for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game planned for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8.
What is that?
Throwing is Williams. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Bears nothing. Chris Boswell.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Williams pass.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a
brings up
2nd and 10.
and 10.
Dragon 60. 70 Lion. Ready.
Looking to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now it's Lockett. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bears take over.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Ready. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 18 Pioneer. Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete. Bernard. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
60 Bison. 6. Check out.
Back to throw here. Open man there is Darnell Washington.
Down pass.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
2nd and inches. At the Bears' 19-yard line.
Come on. Set. Hawk. 19 Lion. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Makes the score Steelers
Boswell good with the
14,
extra point.
Bears nothing.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully competent right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
What is it up?
They'll go play action here with Williams. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Ready to run.
Looking to throw is Williams. That's caught. The tight end Loveland with it. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Yes.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And score that one for one of the league's best. Jalen Ramsey getting the tackle for loss. To the air, Williams. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
A loss of 10 yards.
Alex Highsmith able to record his 5th sack of the season. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 41. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Ready? Tap, Bronco 80.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
A first carry now. This is Johnson to the 27-yard line.
Ball carried by
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Speed. Ready?
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown,
DK Metcalf. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Steelers take a 3-touchdown lead.
21. Bears nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And the Bears first down.
Here's Williams. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today. Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield, because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards.
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
First down. First and 10 at
To
the
throw,
34-yard
Williams.
line.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Williams going to look to throw again. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 53 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Johnson is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Ready.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. Ready.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to add on to their first half lead.
Makes the score
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it is 28-0.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
by T.J. Watt.
T.J.
A
Watt.
loss of 12.
Able to
brings
run
up
him
third
down for a loss of 12 that time. Here is third and quite a ways.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Hey, we working up the wide receiver. We working.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Bears first
18
down.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
First and 10.
Hooker's going to throw it.
Line.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's second and 10.
Ready.
Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Hooker now off play action. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Incomplete.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. With it is Jackson. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Okay,
the Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
This one finds Wilson downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Second and 6. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down.
Here we go, set. Cowboy, go.
Back to throw again. He'll try and do this himself. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
Boswell on for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off from the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Here's Hooker to throw it. That's downfield. He's got Loveland. Look at the big man rumble. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
Ready.
Now a bootleg with Hooker. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now Hooker. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Roma Dunze from 3 yards out. And the Bears get a bit closer. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is down to 24.
31. Bears 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Come on, set. Bronco 80. Ready.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Past the 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. 43 yards. And the Steelers have opened the lead up to 30. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Bears 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Rome Odunze with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
The kick is good.
Santos with the extra point. And the lead is down to 24.
Bears 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Chicago.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Lion. Check go.
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he'll be pretty well stopped at his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
18 Cardinal, 18. Ready.
Here's a quick throw to Freiermuth. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Cowboy 80. Buffalo 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
They'll drop to throw. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Down. 70 Timberwolf. Hot, hot.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
Shut up. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays.
DK Metcalf, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Ready.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Here we go.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
And the Bears first down.
From the gun, it's Hooker.
49-yard line.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 60 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
60 Eagles, check out.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. To the 43, second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18. Hut, hut.
Again, it's Johnson. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for first and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Panther 60, go!
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Viking 18! Ready?
They run here with Rico Dowdle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so that you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Cougar 19.
CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Let's go now. Go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.